Well, before we even do too much, if you sit there and you say, hey, Combo, at certain points you sound a little funny, I am horribly, horribly sick. So, if something happens, something sounds funny with me, yeah, I'm sick. That's why I sound weird. But, I wanted to talk about killing yourself in the game, and not really. But, I wanted to talk about revive perks. They're really going to be handy come expeditions. So, I kind of wanted to do a little tryout thing here and see how fast everything worked. And right now it's just plain Jane with normal perks on, nothing to do with self-revive, and I wanted to see how long it took for the self-revive to take place, and it is 5 minutes. It takes 5 minutes if you have nothing equipped to help speed it along. So let's skip to where it comes back, because we don't want to sit here and wait for 5 minutes. Alright, we've skipped ahead about 5 minutes here, and boom, there it is. There's the self-revive coming back. And now we're going to try it with the perk, with self-medicated. We want to try that and see what, how fast it's going to come back with self-medicated. I've never actually done all this before. I mean, yeah, you can tell it was faster, but I've never actually give it a shot to see, timed everything out to see how long it took for everything to happen. So we'll actually put self-medicated on, and well, just so you can see, it's right there. It's 45% recharge rate, so it's, adds a nice little bit to it. We'll down ourselves here, and I can tell you right here, this is gonna take 2 minutes 45 seconds. So that cuts off 2 minutes and 15 seconds off of your recharge rate. And I have bounced forward to the end so that, you can just see it pop up. And that's pretty nice. Now what we're going to do now is I have an old weapon, something you can't get anymore. A weapon that has a 30% self-revive refresh rate on it. It's an old canker, and you see there's the roll. It's the mastery roll. Now we're going to put that on, and we're going to see what that'll do, because that's 75%. 75%. And that 75% makes it to where your self-revive is going to come back in 1 minute and 15 seconds. So if you have just one of these old weapons and you use that perk, you can get your self-revive back very, very quickly in these expeditions, assuming we don't, we're not getting shafted somehow or that I'm not aware of. So that's a good thing. This is something to look forward to right here. Is number one, I've already said it since the threat level stuff came out. I've always said you should be using self-medicated. It costs you to go down, costs you, and it costs you even more when you extract. So you really want to revive as fast as possible. So, and make sure you're hitting those elite lockboxes. You want to make sure you have a chance to get this month's jackpot weapon, which we'll get to here in a little bit. Let's go ahead and skip forward here a little bit. And you can see it come back right there. Now, what I'd also like to do is I'd like to talk about the Survivor Arc Shields. And here's one that somebody was nice enough to help me out with. Alright, so my friend Reaper Rex was nice enough to allow me to borrow one of his shields. And this shield is a Survivor Arc. It's a Tachyon Survivor 5 Arc. Now what this does, as you can see, is 20% self-revive refresh on shield break. So what this will do is whenever your shield is damaged, it will give you 20% self-revive refresh with the 5-second cooldown. So that really and truly also will help you quite a bit. So when you're being attacked or anything, this will give you 20% every time. I'm assuming every time your shield is broken, because that's what shield break is. It's either going to be when your shield's completely gone or when you first take damage, which I would think is when your shield's completely gone, because that's when your shield breaks. So that would be another bonus to this right here. So if you take any damage that would break your shield, which from what I'm hearing from expeditions, that's going to happen, then this is really going to help quite a bit. So would be a good shield to have right here for an expedition. Probably the survivor arc shields are going to be exactly the shield to be wearing, because you're not going to be able to get yourself revive up fast enough. So that's probably why the jackpot weapon is a guardian angel, which is really and truly just an ironclad survivor arc shield, which, you know, kind of reduces, you know, the desire to have an ironclad, since you can get one of these now, and this actually has a damage resistance, which you don't normally get on an arc shield. So I'm pretty sure they're putting this in there to go along with the expedition stuff, so that, you know, if you can get this jackpot item, the 20% self-revive fresh on shield break would really come in handy. So it's kind of a nice thing they're doing by making this the weapon, or, you know, the item, jackpot item for this month or however long it'll run. But that's what I've got. And make sure you're using those perks that come in handy like that. That self-medicated is a great perk to use and everything. The weapon, you know, you can't get that perk or that roll on that weapon anymore, so that I understand you can't have that, but, you know, that would really, that time will really come in handy at expeditions if you're going to play sort of a medic type of role. And that's all I've got, guys. I will catch you guys later.